Against the odds time, we are squirreling in Legacy. Alright, we'll keep this. We can Green Sun Zenith for a Deathrite Shaman. So pretty much we are combo squirrels. Hopefully this Dryad Arbor doesn't die. That would be sad. Oh no, alright. Come on, Blue Source. That works. Windswept Teeth, crack it, get a Tropical Island, and Ponder. Alright, that's fine. We can Green Sun Zenith next turn to shuffle everything away. So pretty much we need a Intruder Alarm, a Squirrel's Nest, and a Arbor Elf type effect. And we can make infinite squirrels. Also, when we're not comboing off, we can just go with Squirrel Mob. An army of squirrels is still an army. Some good flavor text there. Alright, let's Green Sun Zenith for 1. Spell Snare. Alright, that means we're drawing another forest, but it means we get to cast a Squirrel Nest next turn, if we want to. Thing in the Ice. Alright. And Cabal Therapy. Well, they probably won't name Squirrel Mob. If they name Squirrel Mob, they name Food Chain, not Squirrel Mob. Yep. Sack Thing in the Ice, Flashback Cabal Therapy, take Squirrel Mob. Another forest. Alright, let's Brainstorm. Put back a couple forests. Windswept Teeth, crack Windswept Teeth, get a Bayou, and Green Sun Zenith for a Deathrite Shaman. I think Deathrite Shaman is better here than Arbor Elf, because it actually does things. Oh, don't name Squirrel Mob. No, not Squirrel Mob. No. We got a second one. They probably take Ponder. They're trying to figure out if they actually care about Squirrel Mob. Oh, daggers! Cabal Therapy on Squirrel Mob. Well, at least we got a Ponder. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. Opponent passes. Oh, that's a Squirrel Nest. Alright, that's actually very good against Thing in the Ice, come to think of it. Let's exile a land, add green, and then Squirrel Nest up our forest. Come on, no force. Ooh, we got the Squirrel Nest down. Alright, Misty... get a Tropical Island, Ponder. Alright, they're going to Pyroblast, bounce our Deathrite Shaman. We'll just pass the turn, start making squirrels. Can they beat a Squirrel's Nest? It gives us an infinite blocker for this Awoken Horror. Alright, let's make a squirrel. Look at that token. Look at how angry that squirrel looks. Alright, I think we might actually be winning right now, somehow. Young Pyromancer isn't good. Well, let's play Deathrite. Does our opponent really have a counter? Oh, so many counters. Alright. Squirrels versus the world. If we draw another land, we can have double Squirrel's Nest, and that might be able to erase Young Pyromancer. Assuming they don't have a counter. Alright, well, let's make a squirrel. Block Young Pyromancer. Take a bunch. Another Young Pyromancer. Land? Ooh, Deranged Hermit. Well, I guess we just Squirrel Nest a Trop. Pass the turn. Probe makes a token. Gets a peek at our hand. Cabal Therapy. Flashback. Takes our Deranged Hermit. Crazy Cabal Therapies this round. Match. If our opponent ever draws... Well, if our opponent drew a Lightning Bolt right here, we lose. We really need to be able to block with a Squirrel. Well, I think we just pass for now. Alright. Let's make some squirrels. Block Awoken Horror. Block a token. Take 1. Down to 5. Little scary. Land. I guess we just pass for now. We have the Intruder Alarm, but we don't have the other piece to the combo. Oh, this is going to let our opponent go really wide with tokens, Brainstorms, Cracks Delta, Snapcaster for Bolt, and that does it. Felt like we had a chance there. Well, let's bring in Abrupt Decay. 1-1 for 6. What are we playing? I guess we got to go down Nut Collector here. It just dies to Bolt too easily. Also, probably Squirrel Wrangler. And try it like that. Alright, game 2. Grixis, Thing in the Ice-ish. Alright, we'll keep this. We got a lot of our combo pieces. So, Island, Ponder. Yeah, I guess that's fine. We don't mind another Ponder. Pass the turn. Probe. Cabal Therapy. Probably takes Intruder Alarm. Jeez. Oh, the combo. Well, let's Tropical Island, Green Sun Zenith, get a Deathrite Shaman, Brainstorm, Volcanic, and Bolt. Well, let's play a Trop, And get a squirrel mob down. Can you beat a squirrel mob, opponent? Do you have a lightning bolt? The answer is almost certainly yes. Snapcaster, probably flashing back the bolt. Yep. So many bolts. Alright, squirrel down. Hopefully this is a good ponder. Oh, they're going to take our ponder, sacking their Snapcaster. We draw another ponder, punish our opponent. Well, Alright, let's take the ponder, play Misty Rainforest, ponder again, Deathrite Shaman, play Deathrite Shaman, pass the turn, probes for no value, brainstorms for some value, Bloodstained Mire cracks it, thing in the ice, and a lightning bolt, of course. Well, I guess we gotta crack this now. Get an Underground Sea. Forest. Alright, pass the turn. We wouldn't have been able to cast anything that turn anyway. Our opponent has the fourth probe, or third probe. Drew into a young Pyromancer. Ponders. Seems like an oboe. I mean, if you ever flip your thing in the ice, you bounce your young Pyromancer and all your elemental tokens. What is our opponent thinking? Okay. Well, they get a Awoken Horror. They have definitely drawn a lot of cantrips. I guess that's what they want to be doing, is just drawing mono cantrips. We have not drawn as many. And we've kind of gotten wrecked by discard. Oh, a Force of Will. That would have been good a few turns ago. Well, I mean, we can hardcast Force of Will on young Pyromancer, but probably too late. Opponent has a Blood Moon. Not especially good against our deck, but it's fine here. Green Sun Zenith. Get a Squirrel Mob. Yeah, that does it. Oh my god. Alright, against odds, Legacy Squirrels, and this looks pretty reasonable. So Tropical Island, Green Sun Zenith for 0. Get our Dryad Arbor. Pass the turn. Windswept Heath, cracks it. Ooh, Glistener Elf. That's a little... We're going to have to combo off pretty quick. Well, let's ponder. Oh, do we want any of that stuff? Not really. Let's shuffle. Get a Windswept Heath. Misty Rainforest, crack Misty Rainforest. Get a Tropical Island, and Green Sun Zenith X1. Get an Arbor Elf. Well, we're still a few combo pieces short. Misty, cracks Misty. Sylvan Library isn't that fast. Opponent passes. Well, we are getting close. Well, let's play a Windswept Heath, crack a Windswept Heath, get a Bayou, play our Squirrel Wrangler. Yup, that's a Squirrel Wrangler. Untap Bayou, play a Deathrite, and pass the turn. Brainstorm. Oh man, come on, Squirrel Nest. Windswept Heath, cracks it, gets a Trop. Another Glistener Elf. No attacks. Alright, Squirrel Nest. Squirrel's Nest. Let's play a land. They could have like a Spell Pierce or something. Well, let's play let's play Intruder Alarm. See if this draws out a Force or something. Ooh, our opponent is going to Force. Force, pitching, Force. Well, I think we just pass the turn and try to Green Sun Zenith next turn, hopefully. We can make a couple Squirrel tokens by sacking lands. Well, they must be planning on killing us this turn. So let's see if they can do 10 Infect damage here. Because if not, we should be able to kill them next turn. Can attack with both. I mean, let's do some blocking. See if our opponent can kill us. Vines. Berserk. Well, our opponent managed to find all the pieces. Oh my god. Alright. That does it. Oh, we had him dead the next turn too. Well, Abrupt Decays come in. Thought Seizes come in. Maybe Flusterstorm and the Force of Will. Gotta go down the Nut Collector. Trim a couple other things. And run it like that. Alright, against Infect Game 2, we get to play first. And, alright. We got some of our pieces. Alright, Dryad Arbor, go. Tropical Island, and Glistener Elf. Misty Rainforest, crack it, get in Underground Sea, and Abrupt Decay. Pass the turn. Our opponent has all the pieces. Let's Squirrel Nest our Dryad Arbor. This is actually another combo. Oh, if our Dryad Arbor lives, And we get to resolve Intruder Alarm next turn? Actually, we also need a creature. The fact that Riot Arbor is tapped makes it worse. We might just die here, though. Invigorate, and Berserk, and that's the game. Well, that's Legacy Infect for you. Alright, against odds, playing some Squirrels in Legacy. Polluted Delta cracks it. Nut Collector is a ways off, and Ponder. I don't know. I like the originals. No Shuffle. Ooh, Squirrel Mob. Alright, Tropical Island and Ponder. Well, Squirrel Nest, Deathrite, Force of Will. I think we do want to draw the Force, just in case. Our opponent could be a combo deck, like Reanimator. Alright. Well, there goes our Force, most likely. maybe they take Nut Collector. You can wish. The whole 6-mana 1/1. Oh, Nut Collector. Our opponent goes with a Brainstorm, actually. Leaves the Force. Well, let's just Forest and Deathrite Shaman. Leave up Force and the ability to Brainstorm to hide stuff if we need to. And we do have the Squirrel's Nest on top of our library. Alright, opponent Brainstorms. Ball Therapy. Alright, let's Brainstorm. Well, let's put Nut Collector and Force of Will on top. If they name Squirrel Mob, they can take Squirrel Mob. You could still just die. They choose Force. Oh, yep. Here comes. Is this Storm? Oh, yeah. They're gonna storm off here, aren't they? Oh, Reanimator Storm. This is like Tin Fins or something. Grizzlebrand, reanimate Grizzlebrand, and we lose. Draws down to 2. Lotus Petal, Swamp, Cabal Therapy themselves. They named Emrakul. All right. So I get to discard Emrakul to Cabal Therapy, and then Goryo's Vengeance, and then we lose. Alright, well, we have Force, another Force, a Click, a Scavenging Ooze, a Surgical Extraction, and a couple Thoughtseize, and a Flusterstorm. Deathrite is good. Thoughtseize, I guess we can cut Sylvan Library. Green Sun Zenith. Alright, maybe we gotta cut Deranged Hermit anyway. Try it like that. Basically, Squirrel Mob and Squirrel Nest combo. Yes, we would like to play first. We have Arbor Elf. If we don't draw land, we just do nothing. I think we got a mulligan. Alright, that's actually better. Let's keep, see what's on top. Click. Let's Misty Rainforest, crack it. Get a Bayou, and get a Dryad Arbor. Alright, probe. So our opponent's going to see the Surgical Extraction. They're just going to try to go off right here. Alright, Lotus Petal for Brainstorm. They must have kept an interesting hand. And they also have to go off quickly because Deathrite Shaman will get online. Alright, in that case, they don't play Wasteland. Let's just Scavenging Ooze and pass the turn. I think it's better to leave up an Ooze activation so we have 2 Graveyard Disruption spells as opposed to playing a Deathrite. And we're actually kind of a land, well, we need a land too. We're sort of a blue mana away from comboing off. Well, let's get in with Ooze. Yeah, play Deathrite Shaman. I don't think we can tap out for a Squirrel Nest yet. Pass the turn. We have a lot of Graveyard Disruption, which really helps. Alright, I'm assuming they're going to take Surgical Extraction. But we still have lots of Graveyard hate. Yeah, let's just exile Cabal Therapy. That's a Swarm Yard. Do we want a Squirrel's Nest? That would tap us down pretty far. Let's get in with Ooze. We're really close to pulling off the combo, but we also got to make sure we don't just die. Cabal Therapy, probably going to take, who knows, Intruder Alarm? Yep. Well, we couldn't have cast it anyway. Well, let's exile Cabal Therapy, and then I guess we might as well exile Lotus Petal. Brainstorm that we can't cast. We'll leave up the green mana. Let's get in with Ooze. Pass the turn. I feel like we're kind of winning, but we aren't really squirreling, unfortunately. I just don't think we can afford to tap down that low. Like, if we tap down to just one green mana, or even one Bayou, it's just so easy that so possible that we die. They might be able to force their way through a single Graveyard Exile activation. But with multiple Graveyard Exile activations, it gets much harder. So I think we need more mana before we do anything like that. Exile Brainstorm, putting us down to 8. Alright, that's a Tropical Island. Play Tropical Island, do some attacking. Well, we actually have our opponent dead next turn if they don't do something good. Activates top, so this is their turn. They pretty much have to go off here, but we have a lot of disruption. And a Swarm Yard. No insects, rats, spiders, or squirrels, though, at the moment. Chain of Vapor on the Ooze. Okay. Yep, not gonna sack land. Oh, God. And Chain of Vapor on Deathrite. Well, I think we got a Brainstorm here. And we don't draw anything, so I guess we could still just be dead. Exile the Gitaxian Probe, put our opponent down to 4. Chromox, hitting Chromox doesn't help, right? We sack a land, bounce Chromox, they tap it in response, so they still have the mana. Yeah, I don't think it helps. Are we dead? Well, it looks like they're going to get to reanimate. Man, they had the perfect combination of cards. The only good news is they only get 1 attack, so they only get 1 draw 7. Not that that makes things that much better. Lotus Petal, Brainstorms. Man, I can't believe they had double Chain of Vapor. Like, their hand was Chain of Vapor, Ritual, Entomb, Goryo's Vengeance. That was their hand. They needed every single one of those cards to be able to win. Especially double Chain of Vapor is pretty bad. Cabal Therapy, gonna what? Take our Ooze, I assume? Yep, there goes Ooze. Setting up to reanimate something again next turn. Flashes back Cabal Therapy, probably takes Ponder. Yep. That means they think they can win this coming turn, and they're probably right. So we get to get in with Dryad Arbor, play a Mutavault, Squirrel's Nest, Deathrite Shaman, probably lose, Entomb, Emrakul, reanimate Emrakul. Oh my god. Well, Squirrels just don't seem to have what it takes. Alright. Against odds, Legacy Squirrels. Let's see if we can finally combo off. Well, we don't have much action, but we have 2 of our 3 necessary combo pieces. 5 lands is a lot, but in Legacy, 1 Brainstorm changes all that. Island, Preordain. Alright, let's Windswept Heath, crack Windswept Heath, get a Forest, and pass the turn. Brainstorm, Polluted Delta, cracks it. Underground Sea, Probe. Well, the Squirrels are known. Oh, is this another combo deck? Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal. This is probably Reanimator again, and we're probably going to lose right here. We've done a lot of losing on turn 2. Dark Ritual. Oh, this could be just straight up Storm. Ponder. Cabal Ritual. Infernal Tutor. So I have 2 more Cabal Rituals and then just a Tendrils in hand. Oh, Dark Petition for Tendrils. Yeah, it works as well. Yep. Well, a lot of turn 2 losing. Thoughtseize, Flusterstorm. Go down Nut Collector. Go down Green Sun Zenith, the Range Hermit, Squirrel Wrangler, Intruder Alarm. Maybe the Sylvan Library? Yeah, Sylvan Library. Let's try it like that. Probably just got to ponder on turn 1 to try to find some lands. So Windswept Heath, crack it, Tropical Island, and ponder. I think we just got to shuffle. And a Deathrite. Alright. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have kept the 1-lander. Duress can take our Thoughtseize. Takes Thoughtseize. Well, we drew a Brainstorm. Let's Brainstorm. Oh my god. Well, now we're basically just dead. Put back 2 Squirrel Mobs. We are kind of Brainstorm locked. We can try to Green Sun Zenith, but it's just so slow. We're drawing a card that does nothing, so we got to try to Green Sun Zenith, X0, get the Dryad Arbor, but we probably just die this turn, I would guess. And we don't even have Disruption if we don't die. We're just like playing Deathrites and Arbor Elves. I guess if we draw land and can go Arbor Elf, Deathrite, and then we live another turn, we could Intruder Alarm Squirrel's Nest for the win. It looks like our opponent might be going for it. Cracks Polluted Delta. Volcanic Vernal Tutor for a Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Lotus Petal. Cracks it for red. Cabal Ritual, which should kill us. Wow! Oh my god. Well, never mind. We're alive. Arbor Elf. We didn't draw land. Well, I think that works in our favor. Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. Can we combo off next turn? Maybe? Our opponent apparently punted or fizzled. Unless they're just going to win this turn. Alright, Past in Flames. That's 2 spells. Cracks for mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if they can kill us with this hand. 5, 6, 7. Oh, they can get the Dark Petition. No, they can't. They don't have enough instants or sorceries. Oh, Infernal Tutor. Yep. Alright, that should be exactly lethal. Oh, Squirrels. Never gonna happen. Oh, they go with Ad Nauseam? They haven't any hit mana sources, have they? Have they played a land? Oh, there's all their mana. Now they win. So they have a million cards in hand. Lotus Petal, cracks it. Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Yeah, that does it. Alright. Against odds, Legacy Squirrels. Alright, we got a Brainstorm. Brainstorm is good. Tropical Island, go. Oh man, will we ever win a game? Ancient Tomb, uh-oh. This might be Eldrazi. Well, let's Brainstorm. Ponder, Ponder, Ponder. Well, let's put back Nut Collector in Deranged Hermit. Draw Deranged Hermit. Ponder. Well, Nut Collector, Windswept Heath, Arbor Elf. No shuffle. So we can go Forest, Arbor Elf, pass the turn. We're actually kind of close to comboing off. We got Arbor Elf. We got Intruder Alarm. So we need a Squirrel's Nest and we need to resolve our spells. Wasteland is pretty annoying. Alright. Luckily we have another blue source on top. So Windswept Heath, crack it. Get a Tropical Island and ponder. Ooh, Squirrel Nest, Windswept Heath, Squirrel Wrangler. Alright, Squirrel Nest. Yep, so let's draw Windswept Heath, pass the turn. Oh man, we are really close. This might be the time. We might actually combo off with Squirrels. Oh man, we're so close. Cavern. Alright, so we can't counter things. I'm assuming this says Eldrazi. Yep. And Matter Reshaper. Okay. Well, I guess we Windswept Heath, crack Windswept Heath, Tropical Island, Squirrel Nest the Forest. Pass the turn. Oh man, next turn! Next turn, we got it! If everything lives and we don't get hit by a Thought Knot, we got infinite squirrels. It might actually happen. Ayavugan, come on, just play like Reality Smasher or something. Not Thought Knot. Oh, Reality Smasher! I think that means we got it! I think we're gonna do it! Let's see. We even have Force backup? Alright, let's untap the forest, make a squirrel, and I think we just shump there. Oh, we're gonna do it! We did it! Finally! Alright, so blue, untap Tropical Island, play Intruder Alarm, make a squirrel, untaps our Arbor Elf. We did it! Infinite squirrels! Oh, yes! Oh, it happened! It took some doing, but we did it. Oh, look at them. It's a squirrel army. Alright. How long's our opponent going to let us go before they scoop? This combo actually goes pretty quick. We're making squirrels at a good pace. Alright, more squirrels. And more squirrels. Oh, I didn't think it was ever going to happen. But it is possible. Whew. Alright, Arbor Elf on tap. We'll probably just stop here. Well, actually, let's just keep going. Our opponent have 6. Let's see how many squirrels we can make before Moto breaks. Or until our opponent scoops. Ah, there we go. We did it! Squirrels! Oh, my lord. Oh, okay. I was afraid it would never happen, and we would never win with squirrels, but we did. Oh, yes, alright. Can we actually win a match with squirrels is the second question. And do we need Croson Grip to beat Chalice? I guess Abrupt Decay kills other things too. I guess we can just bring in Abrupt Decays. Ugh. Go down the Nut Collector. Good old 1 mana 6, or 6 mana 1/1. And, I guess a Green Sun Zenith, and try it like that. We actually have the combo in hand again. Man, are we just going to combo them off twice in a row after losing like a million matches? Factory, and passes. Let's Misty, crack it, get an island, and ponder. Land abrupt decay. I think we just shuffle these away. And get a ponder, that's fine. Ancient tomb. There's the chalice on one, so our ponder is no longer going to do anything. There's a force. Well, let's play Windswept Teeth and pass the turn. Wasteland. Alright, let's force Thought Knot. Pitching the ponder that we can't cast. Alright, let's crack Windswept Teeth, get a forest, Arbor Elf we can't cast, and Intruder Alarm. Pass the turn. We're kinda close. The Wasteland is complicating things. Eye of Ugin. There goes our Squirrel Nest. Well, that's gonna slow us down a little bit. Activates a factory. Alright, we take 2. Well, Tropical Island, Squirrel Mob. Pass the turn. We need another Squirrel's Nest now. Factory. We just get to kill the factory? They tap their Wasteland, so they can't kill our Mutavault. So we can actually, if they attack, we can just kill the factory, which would be pretty sweet. Alright, well, let's block with our Squirrel Mob, and then activate Mutavault, which is a squirrel. Make our Squirrel Mob a 3/3. Eat the factory. Matter Reshaper. Okay. Opponent's down to 2 cards, that's good. Squirrel Nest? Forest. Alright, I guess we just play Forest and pass the turn. Opponent goes to attacks. Yeah, let's just take the hit this time. Hope they don't have another creature. Down to 4. They do have another creature. Eldrazi Mimic untaps everything. We draw. Deranged Hermit's actually a pretty good one. Deranged Hermit. Alright, kill our Squirrel Mob. We still have Deranged Hermit, though. Make a bunch of squirrels. Do a bunch of untapping that isn't especially relevant. Our opponent only has 1 card. If it's not something awesome, we can just block our way through this. And then possibly win. They are down to 10. Misty, pass the turn. Alright, what do you have, opponent? Hopefully not Reality Smasher. Oh lord, they drew Ratchet Bomb? Well, Ratchet Bomb does not just kill us. Actually, it kinda does. Well, that was a good draw for our opponent. Attacks with everything. We crack Misty Rainforest. Get a Dryad Arbor. See if our opponent Wastelands. They do not, so we block, go to 1. That Wasteland is still, we can't, even if we draw it, we can't combo off because, yeah, now they Wasteland. Ponder, there it is too. Alright, that does it. Oh, alright. Alright, game 3 against Eldrazi, we get to play first. And we got Ponders. Squirrel Wrangler and Deranged Hermit. So Tropical Island, Ponder. Land Intruder Alarm. Alright, so let's take Forest, draw Intruder Alarm, shuffle away the other land. Chalice on 1, that shuts down our Ponder. Well, I think do we want that land? 4th land? Well, let's just go Forest, Sylvan Library. We might want to draw that land. We need the Squirrel's Nest. Mimic, down to 16. Ooh, that's all they have? Alright, Sylvan Library, land Arbor Elf. So put back Arbor Elf, put back Tropical Island. Windswept Teeth, crack it, get a Forest, and Intruder Alarm. Man, if our opponent doesn't draw a second land, we might actually win a match with Squirrels in Legacy. That might be an actual thing that happens. They are going to attack. Alright, down to 17. We get Library Activation, Brainstorm, not very good. Oh, all 1-drops. That's not very good at all. Well, let's put back Brainstorm, put back Deathrite, play Squirrel Wrangler. Does untap the Eldrazi Mimic, but can't do much about that. So mostly we're hoping for a land for Deranged Hermit and that our opponent doesn't have Ratchet Bomb. Okay, Warping Whale to make a Scion. Simian Spirit Guide. Well, they got Thought Knot. Yep, there's the Thought Knot Seer. Our opponent is down to 12. So they get to make that a 4/4. They get to take something from our hand. Probably the Deranged Hermit, since that's the only card we can cast. Yep, there goes Deranged Hermit. Gonna get hit down to 13. Alright, let's draw something. Let's draw a fetch land to get rid of some 1-drops. Sylvan Library, we know 1 card is a Brainstorm. We gotta hope the second card is a Shuffle effect. Or something we can cast would also be fine. Put on top. Put on top. All 1-drops, all the time. Pass the turn. See what our opponent has. A Jit. Alright. That makes Thought Knot a lot scarier. Also kills a lot of tokens. So our opponent going to attack. No attacks. Come on, Sylvan Library. Not 1-drops, please. Alright, there's a shuffle effect. Put back Brainstorm. Put back Deathrite. Play Misty Rainforest. Pass the turn. Quips up Thought Knot. Drops to 8. Alright, we're down to 9. They get some charge counters. So they can gain back some life thanks to Jit. Ooh, and they drew a land. Cavern of Souls. On Eldrazi. Alright, crack Misty for the shuffle. Get a forest. Alright, we need some action here. Alright, there's Squirrel's Nest, Arbor Elf, and Windswept Heath. Alright, let's put back Arbor Elf. Can we afford to keep Squirrel's Nest? Alright, I think we gotta keep it. Keep Squirrel Nest, drop to 4. Play a Windswept Heath. Pass the turn. So the way we can win... So the way we win is our opponent not having a creature. If they can't cast a creature here, we can win. They need Mimic or Matter Reshaper. Or we at least have a chance of winning. They could have a removal spell. Oh, they have Endless One. It gets countered, but they get nothing. Oh, it can't be countered. Oh, now we're dead. Very likely dead. So we can Windswept Heath for a blocker, but that doesn't really win us the game because they probably have a removal spell. So we get Dryad Arbor, and then they probably kill it with Spatial Contortion or Dismember. Warping Whale. Alright, that does it. Well, we won a game. We won a game with Squirrels. Alright, against the odds, Legacy Squirrels, and we have most of our combo pieces. City of Traders and Chalice on 1. Alright, well, we would have liked to play that Arbor Elf, but we'll have to settle for just playing a Forest, passing the turn, Lightning Greaves, and Cloud Post. Alright, Forest, go. Mishra's Factory. Chalice on 1. Alright. We might be in good shape here. So we get to Island and Intruder Alarm. Pass the turn. So then the plan is next turn, Misty Rainforest at the end of our opponent's turn for Dryad Arbor, equip it with Squirrel's Nest, and go infinite. Ooh, alright, Mishra's Factory. Alright, there's another Mishra's Factory. They're gonna pump it though. Ooh. Whoo, alright. Yep. Actually, we need our opponent to tap out one more time. We can play Squirrel Mob, Misty, pass the turn. So, if we live one more turn and our opponent doesn't have a removal spell for our land, we got it. Come on, tap out. Ooh, Forge Master. Uh-oh. Well, we don't just die to Blightsteel, though. We can't make an infinitely big squirrel, but we can survive a Blightsteel. There's a Blightsteel. They're going to give it haste. We still got it, though, I think. So we block, take 9 poison. They tapped out their Wasteland, so Misty Rainforest, crack it, get a Dryad Arbor. It does untap the Blightsteel. Then we Bayou, Squirrel's Nest Dryad Arbor. We did it through the Blightsteel. And now we just tap, untap. So let's see how many squirrels we make before our opponent scoops. Probably going to have to be a lot because they can Wasteland us to... Let's just auto-yield to this. So just tap, untap. Alright. Or maybe we can just break Moto. Squirrel. Well, we're making the Squirrel Army, but we don't have the Squirrel Mob. Watch them have Ratchet Bomb. I wonder how many creatures you can make before Moto explodes. I guess we can find out. We need enough to block the Blightsteel and then still swing back for lethal. And we got to do it before they Wasteland our Dryad Arbor. So we basically just got to make as many squirrels as we possibly can. Look at the board! Oh, yes! Watch our opponent have Ratchet Bomb. That would be so disappointing. That is many squirrels. Do we have enough? I kind of want to just keep going. And I think I will. For science. see how many squirrels you can actually make and how small the cards actually get. It's going pretty quickly, which is nice. Well, we did a lot of losing, but this kind of makes it worth it. Even with all this, we're still actually ahead of our opponent on time. Oh, the squirrels are getting smaller. Pushing off the edge of the screen. We actually have to scroll. Oh, scroll over to Dryad Arbor. That's going to get tedious if we have to keep scrolling to make squirrels. Should I stop now? Is this enough? Can you ever have enough squirrels? I guess that's what happens, is it just keeps scrolling after you get 3 full rows. So, alright. We'll call that good enough. I don't know how many that is, but it's many. No ratchet bomb. No ratchet bomb. No ratchet bomb. Oh, look at the board. Look at how small our opponent's board is. Oh, my goodness. There's also a lot of space here for no apparent reason. Like, there'd be a whole other roll of squirrels if they just move the lands down a little bit. Oh, my God. As long as they don't have a ratchet bomb, I think we win. We just do a ton of blocking on Blightsteel. Can we block with everything? I guess not. Oh, this might take a second. Oh, this is attack? Alright. Declare attack. 1, 2... Oh, so apparently squirrels can stop a Blightsteel. It is possible. Alright, that's probably good enough. Just look at the board. That's my favorite part of it, is just how this looks. So we soak up the Blightsteel damage. Oh man, we got it! The angry squirrels. Whoa, now we can see how many there are. 50 some? Alright, well, let's just attack. And that should do it. The squirrel army. Yes! Oh man, we had 63, and we lost 11 to Blightsteel, so we made about 70 squirrels. Well, that was sweet. Through Chalice of the Void. Alright, we probably need Force of Will against this deck. Probably want Krosan Grip. Does Null Rod do anything? Sort of, yeah. We probably want Null Rod too. So we can go down. Nut Collector, probably Squirrel Wrangler, and a Voyaging Satyr. Try it like that. Alright, well, we have a lot of our combo pieces. Well, I think we just got a Misty, crack Misty, get a Forest and Deathrite Shaman before a Chalice comes down. So pretty much we're looking for Intruder Alarm. Glimmer Post, Lightning Greaves. Alright, let's Island, Sylvan Library, pass the turn. City of Traders, and a Lodestone Golem. Alright, take our beats. It does make our stuff cost 1 more, which is annoying. Alright, Sylvan Library activates Brainstorm, Windswept Heath. Well, let's put back Deathrite Shaman. Put back Brainstorm. Play Windswept Heath and just pass the turn, see what happens. Leave up Brainstorm and Krosan Grip. Ooh, Grim Monolith, alright. Kadoltha Forge Master. Well, I think we gotta kill the Forge Master, unfortunately. Get a for Tropical Island. Yeah, let's get a Tropical. And just Krosan Grip. Oh, we gotta exile a land. Exile a land, add a mana, and just Krosan Grip the Forge Master so we don't get comboed off. We're still getting beat down by Lodestone. The only good news is we can start Squirrel Nest, using Squirrel Nest just to make chump blockers. Ooh, Green Sun Zenith, eh? Yeah, let's use Library, see what we got. Another Green Sun Zenith and Misty, so put back the land. Actually, put back the Zenith, put back the land. Play the land, exile a land, add green, and just Squirrel Nest a Forest. So we can start making blockers for Lodestone. Hopefully our opponent just doesn't have another Forge Master. That would beat us here. Well, land and Forge Master. Goes to attacks. Well, let's make a squirrel. Block the Lodestone. Opponent passes. We get the Misty, get a Sylvan Library activation. Ooh, there's Intruder Alarm too. It costs 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can't Intruder Alarm and Green Sun Zenith here. We gotta wait, and I think what we gotta do is put back Green Sun Zenith. Do we have to keep Misty? No, we don't. Put Misty on top. Then we Green Sun Zenith X1 to get an Arbor Elf. Play Dryad Arbor, and just pass the turn. If we live one more turn and our opponent doesn't have removal, then we have the combo. In the other way, the Arbor Elf version of the combo. Alright, untaps Monolith. I guess they could have some big hasty flyer that would also be bad for us. Like Steel Hellkite would be very bad for us. We can actually survive Blightsteel here. Ooh, alright. What is this? Did they miscount? They have 8 mana. Staff of Domination. Tap a creature, untap it. Alright, wait. Untap staff, gain a life, untap a creature, tap a creature, draw a card. I don't think that does it here. I don't think that stops our combo. Opponent goes to attacks. We're going to make a squirrel to block. Alright, chump with the squirrel, keep our life total up. We could triple block to kill it? Is that worth it? Probably not. We have a good chance of going infinite this turn, so probably no reason to really risk it. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand. They gotta be able to kill our Arbor Elf to keep us from going infinite. Alright, our opponent passes. Do we have it? We get a Sylvan Library activation. Drawing a Force of Will would actually be sweet. Would we like to use, yes please, Land Ponder? Can we afford to brainstorm first? I believe so. So let's put back Ponder, put back Forest. Well, does Brainstorm even help us, though? What does it even get us? Nothing? Well, I guess we just play Windswept Heath, play Intruder Alarm. Does our opponent have an answer? They gotta kill Arbor Elf or we go infinite, but even if they do kill Arbor Elf, we're not just dead. They shouldn't have a way to interact with Intruder Alarm. I don't think they have... Are they drawing a card to hope to draw a removal spell? Tapping doesn't do anything here, because we just make a squirrel and they tap our Arbor Elf, but that doesn't do anything. Sure. Tap our Arbor Elf, but then we just make a squirrel, and that untaps everything. And then we got the combo. So Arbor Elf untaps Forest. Forest makes a squirrel. They could waste, well, they can't wasteland our forest. So, yeah, we just make a bunch of squirrels. I guess we just pass for now. Because we can do this all at instant speed whenever we want to. So let's just pass. We also technically have infinite mana with Dryad Arbor. Not that infinite mana really does anything for us right here. Because Squirrel Nest, we could tap the Dryad Arbor in between, untap Dryad Arbor, make infinite green mana. Could have played like an Emrakul. And that does it! Squirrels won a match! It took a lot of time and a lot of losing, but it's possible. Squirrels versus 12 Post got there. Oh, that was sweet. The actual combo is super sweet. It just took a while to get there. So what did we learn this week? Well, obviously, squirrels, oh my god, are not very good in Legacy. First off, there are not many squirrels. There are maybe 8 squirrels, and a lot of those aren't even technically squirrels. They're like nut collector things that make squirrels. So to build a like merfolk beatdown tribal deck, it's just not going to happen. The combo is sweet if there was only an Earthcraft legal. Earthcraft would make this deck insane, because it would make it a 2-card combo instead of a 3-card combo. Earthcraft is an enchantment banned in Legacy, lets you tap a creature to untap a land. So if you have an Earthcraft in a Squirrel's Nest on a land, you can just tap the squirrel token that you make to untap the land with a Squirrel Nest and go infinite that way. We got to make an extra step and play the Dryad Arbor or get the Arbor Elf or something like that to be able to actually go infinite. So I don't know. After playing these matches, there's a couple of problems. Problem 1 is Legacy decks are very fast and efficient. Like against Storm, we have like 3 Force of Wills in the main deck, a little more in the sideboard, but we just don't have many answers. Our hand, we also have a lot of expensive things, like the good old 6 mana 1/1 and Nut Collector. Like everything in our deck dies to Lightning Bolt, all of the other squirrel creatures. So we're really relying on the combo to win. And the combo isn't that fast because we need 3 pieces. In theory, we can do it on like turn 3, but we need a nut draw to be able to pull that off, and we don't need disruption. So that was the biggest problem. Other than just dying on turn 2, which happened kind of often to like Storm and Reanimator and Infect, the other problem is everything in our deck dies to Lightning Bolt. So the most everything dies to swords, but everything dies to swords. But the most common removal that everyone's playing in Legacy just really hits our deck hard. And when we're relying on a 3-piece combo that involves creatures, it makes it rough. Plus, our backup combo of using Dryad Arbor or a Mutavault or something, that gets beat by Wasteland, which is another commonly played card. So as far as being competitive, the deck has a ways to go, but the deck is super sweet, and the combo is super awesome when it actually happens, so I'm glad we played it. Overall, our record was obviously horrible. I think we won 1 out of 7 matches and 1 additional game. Most of the games we just got blown out on turn 2 or turn 3 by combo decks, or just got removaled to death by Delvers and decks like that that could just kill all of our stuff and never let us combo off. But you could see like the decks we did do well against are decks that don't have that much interaction. The 12-post deck, the Eldrazi deck. In those, we actually functioned pretty well, and we could just kind of combo off before they could kill us. So those matchups actually felt reasonable. Otherwise, it's kind of rough. Regardless, it was a blast to play. Check out the website, mtggoldfish.com. If you enjoyed our Squirrels and Legacy Against the Odds, make sure to subscribe to the channel, click the like button. That would be awesome of you. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our Against the Odds Squirrels and Legacy, and I will talk to you soon.